Hello and a very welcome to all our viewers in Nigeria and around the world to Global TV News Cycle, live in Nigeria's capital, Abuja. I am Judith Peters. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu says he is communicating with world leaders on issues related to the crisis in Niger Republic and the unfolding situation in Gabon, while watching closely with deep concern for the country's socio-political stability and the seeming autocratic tension apparently spreading across the different regions of the African continent. Special advisor on media and publicity Anjorin Galilei reiterated the president's commitment in defining democracy, saying power belongs in the hands of Africans' great people and not in the barrel of a loaded gun. Agbamufiegbe completes the report. Also, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has approved the appointment of a new board and management team for the Niger Delta Development Commission, NDDC, while Chidu Abe from Delta State is chairman of the board. Samuel Obuku from Bayelsa State is to serve as managing director and chief executive officer. It is the president expectation that the new board and management team will ensure a new era of successful administration in the NDDC. In line with Tinubu's renewed hope agenda, all the appointment take immediate effect. The Vice President, Kashim Shettima, says President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is very passionate about reducing the cost of fertilizer for Nigerian farmers to ensure the attainment of food security. Shettima stated this at a stakeholders meeting with Fertilizer Producers and Suppliers Association of Nigeria, FEPSAN, and the federal government held at the Presidential Villa, Abuja on Tuesday. Stakeholders at the meeting also includes the Minister of Agriculture, Abubakar Kyari, and the Minister of State for Agriculture, Aliyu Sabo Abdullahi. The meeting focused on the 33,000 metric tons of potash donated to the federal government by Russia's UNRWA Group and UN partners, and centered on the donation of a consignment of 33,000 metric tons of potash. Also, the governor of Lagos State, Babajide Sanwo-Olu, has applauded Nigeria's First Lady, Senator Oluremi Tinubu, for her intervention in empowering women and other vulnerable groups in the society through a Renewed Hope initiative. Kikelomo Okere reports that the governor stated this after paying a courtesy visit to the First Lady at the State House in Abuja. The Federal Capital Territory Administration, FCTA, has announced plans to commence work on the construction of the second runway of the Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport, Abuja, following the signing of an agreement on compensation to the Jiwa community on whose land the runway will be constructed. Anthony Ogunleye, Director of Press Office of the FCT Minister, says in the agreement signed between the FCTA, Minister of Aviation, Aerospace Development and Jiwa community in the FCT, on Tuesday, August 29, 2023, a sum of over 800 million would be paid to the community as compensation to pave way for the commencement of work on the project. Ogunleye stated that the contract for the construction of the second runway of the Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport was awarded in March 2022 by the Minister of Aviation and Aerospace Development. However, work could not commence due to disagreement over issues of resettlement and compensation. Also, army officers have appeared on national television in Gabon to say they have taken power. They said they were annulling the result of Saturday's election in which President Ali Bongo was declared the winner. The Electorate Commission said Bongo had won just under two-thirds of the votes in an election the opposition argued was fraudulent. His overthrow would end his family 53 years old in power in Gabon. 12 soldiers appeared on television on Wednesday announcing they were cancelling the results of the election and dissolving all the institutions of the republic. They also said the country's borders had been closed until further notice. In the meantime, a video from an anonymous source shows Gabon's deposed president Ali Bongo Ondimba calling on his friends all over the world to make noise while under house arrest following a coup.
I'm Ali Bongo Ondimba, President of Gabon, and I'm to send a message to all the friends that we have all over the world to tell them to make noise, For the people here have arrested me and my family. My son is somewhere, my wife is in another place, and I'm at the residence. Right now, I'm in the residence and nothing is happening. I don't know what's going on. So I'm calling you to make noise, really. I'm thanking you.
Sitting news cycle on Global Television, head of African Union Commission, Musa Faki Mahamat, on Wednesday warned Gabonese National Army and security forces to adhere to their Republican vacation. This is as he also strongly condemned what he described as an attempted coup in Gabon. The coup leader said Bongo, 64, whose family has ruled Gabon for over 5 decades, was placed under house arrest and one of his sons arrested for treason. The AU Commission chief also described Wednesday's event as a flagrant violation of the legal and political instrument of the Addis Ababa headquarters African Union. Also, in a related development, France has condemned the toppling of Gabonese President Ali Bongo Ondimba on Wednesday, which could present another setback for Paris and Africa, where friendly governments have been failing in an epidemic of coup. Government spokesman Olivier Véran told reporters in Paris after military officers announced on television that they have overthrown the government.
Plus d'informations.
France has around 400 soldiers permanently
D'abord,
deployed.
La France condamne le coup d'État militaire qui est en cours au Gabon. Et la France surveille avec beaucoup d'attention l'évolution de la situation sur place et réaffirme son souhait que le résultat de l'élection, lorsqu'il sera connu, puisse être respecté. Donc nous surveillons cela avec attention. Pour le reste, je vous renvoie évidemment au Quai d'Orsay et à la ministre Catherine Colonna pour avoir plus d'informations.
France has around 400 soldiers permanently deployed in the country for training and military support, including at a base in the capital, and has extensive economic ties to the country in the mining and oil sector. And a concerted effort to enhance passport processing services to determine members and numbers of passport applicants in Kaduna State. The Nigeria Immigration Service, NIS, has unveiled an enhanced e-passport production center in Kaduna State. At the official commission ceremony at the Kaduna State Command, the executive governor of the state, Uba Sani, who was represented by his chief of staff, Sani Kila, expressed gratitude to the NIS for establishing the cutting-edge facility in Kaduna State. Kikelomo Okeri tells us more.
The representative of Kaduna State Governor assured the Nigerian Immigration Service of the state government's unwavering support and commitment to collaboration, noting that Nigeria is proudly at the forefront of technological innovation, being the first nation in Africa and 5th global to embrace this remarkable achievement.
The enhanced new passport, which is an upgrade of the former passport, has a lot of security features. Nigeria is privileged to be number 5 in the whole world and the first in Africa to unveil this type of passport. A big plus to the management team of the Nigeria Immigration Service.
In a remark, the Acting Comptroller General of Immigration, Caroline Wuraola Adepoju, reiterated the service commitment to deploy enhanced e-passports encompassing all states within the country and NIS mission abroad, noting that the national identity number remains a mandatory requirement for obtaining the enhanced e-passports, and the information in both documents must be congruent.
Today, I'm here to continue from where this stopped, which is to flag up the enhanced e-passport in Kaduna to add up to the one in Zaria that was commissioned and flagged off. A few months ago.
She further emphasized that the NIS is dedicated to delivering passports within the prescribed time frame of 3 to 6 weeks following biometric capture provided, adding that there are no technical challenges or application discrepancies, such as discrepancies in national identification number of applicants. It is expected that with the rollout of this enhanced travel document, instance of delay in processing passport will be taken care of. Kikelomo Okeri, Global Television News.
Thank you for the report, Kikelemo Okere. You're watching Global TV News Cycle, coming to you live from Nigeria's capital, Abuja. We are on StarTimes channel 276. Kindly follow us across our social media platform using @Global TV NG and other handles now showing on your screen. When News Cycle returns, World Bank charges federal government on efficient public spending. We'll be back right after this break. Please stay with us. Welcome back, and if you're just joining us, it's Global Television bringing you live broadcast of News Cycle from Nigeria's capital, Abuja. Still on the news, the World Bank says it has engaged the federal government on the new ensure that public funds are spent effectively and efficiently for the good of Nigerians. The World Bank Country Director Shubham Chaudhuri disclosed this when he led a World Bank team on a courtesy visit to the Ministry of Budget and Economic Planning, Atiku Bagudu, on Tuesday in Abuja. Chaudhuri said the Washington-based bank focus was to work with the government at the federal and state levels to transform the country, catalyzing private investments and job creation, investing in children, and creating opportunity for Nigerian youth and women. Addressing the press shortly after his meeting with the minister, Chaudhuri called, "For Nigeria, we have been supporting a wide range of programs, ranging from school projects, economic empowerment, and energy for rural areas." Unquote. Ambassadors for the Chinese, Indian, Mexican, and Indonesia's governments have said that they will continue to depend investments in the Nigerian economy. The envoy spoke at the International Business Conference and Expo 2023 organized by the Lagos Chamber of Commerce and Industry with the team Invest Nigeria. In his remark, the Chinese ambassador to Nigeria, Jian Chun, said the Chinese government would deepen its ties with Nigeria through sustainable investment. He noted that many Chinese companies, such as Huawei, had already begun to consolidate their presence in Nigeria through strategic investment. India's ambassador to Nigeria, Sheryl Balasubramania, said that in the past 4 decades, India had made investments spanning across the pharmaceutical, food, and manufacturing sector to the tune of $9 billion. And then Japanese motor industry giant Toyota has suspended operations at all of its assembly plants in its home country due to a glitch in the production system. The move has brought domestic production at the world's biggest selling car maker to a standstill. The malfunction has meant the firm has not been able to order components. A spokesperson said the firm is trying to find the cause of the problem, but does not currently believe it is due to a cyber attack. On Tuesday morning, Toyota suspended operations at 12 of its 14 assembly plants in Japan. And now at least 183 people have been killed since July in clashes in Ethiopia, Amhara region. The United Nations said Tuesday as it appealed for the killings, violence, and rights abuses to end. Tension in the northern region ratcheted up this year after the end of a devastating war in the neighboring region of Tigray that also drew in fighters from Amhara. We are very concerned by the deteriorating human rights situation in some region of Ethiopia. UN Human Rights Office spokeswoman Mata Udato told reporters in Geneva in April the federal government announced it was dismantling regional forces across the country. The move triggered protests by Amhara nationalists who said it would weaken their region. Clashes were erupted in early July between the National Army and local fighters known as FANO, prompting the authorities in Addis Ababa on August 4th to declare a 6-month state of emergency. The status gives the authorities broad powers to arrest suspects without court order, impose curfews, and ban public gatherings, Otado said. And that's it on Global TV's News Cycle, live from Nigeria's capital. That's where you're watching us from. We're on StarTimes channel 276. Kindly follow us across our social media platform using Global TV and G and other handles now showing on your screen. On behalf of the production team, I am Judith Peters. Thank you so very much for watching. I'll see you again.